Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, The Millennial Bees. This is Ramya Arjun, and today I'll be sharing some tips and ideas on how you can choose the right university. So stay tuned, and yes, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Alright people, let's begin. So the first tip or the first advice would be to shortlist minimum 5 to 7 universities. Like apply to minimum of 5 to 7 universities unless you are very determined that you want to go with this particular university. Okay, so before you decide on which university to go with, you would definitely have a fair idea of what course you're gonna pursue. Now most of the time it is highly recommended that you go with the consultant because they have a clear idea of what is required or what is needed. So what I did is, like in my case, I conveyed all my requirements to this consultant. I told I want to go into the Jan intake. I told this is the course that I want to pursue. I told her this is the budget of fees I have. So depending on that, what happens is like they filter all the universities for us. Highly recommended step, apply to minimum of 5 to 7 universities. Having said that, it does not stop you from applying more, but the more universities you apply, the more is the waiting period. So try, think and see if you got ample time. If so, yes, definitely you can go with the application. Otherwise, you think you're running short of time, you got, because that was my case. I was applying in the month of October and I wanted to get into the Jan intake. So I was looking forward to apply only, precisely to a set of 5 to 7 universities, because the comparison become easy in terms of course structure, fee structure, university ratings. So it makes your job easy. Okay, the second point or the second tip would be virtually exploring the university. Now, what does this mean? So all these university, like most of the universities, they have got their own website. So it is highly recommended that you open this website of each university that you intend to apply and go through I won't say each and every tab or each and every page, but at least kind of have a holistic picture of what they are offering, in terms of their resources, how the library is managed, what are the facilities and benefits. So exploring this website of that particular university will give you a fair idea of how the university is. Third point is exploring the course structure. Now this is again a subset of the previous point that I mentioned, because exploring or understanding the course structure is very, very, very important. So it kind of gives you a clear idea if you're actually in the right place or if you're actually opting the right course, because most of the universities, they give a brief overview of all the modules semester wise, and that becomes easy for you to kind of make a judgment there. Will you be able to pursue this course? Will you be able to kind of do all these subjects? Will you be able to excel here? So this kind of judgment is very important when you are trying to apply for a particular course. Focus or emphasize more on the career aspects. Now all the students who intend to pursue a higher degree, or I won't say all the students, but at least majority of students would want to work after that. Now if you're pursuing a course and if you're looking forward to work after that, it's very important you understand what the career prospects are. So most of the universities have this section where they list down the career option, like once you pursue this course, what are the different career options that you can have. And if you think, after reading that career prospect, you think, okay, this is what something I was looking for, in that case you are at the right place. Fourth point is talking to the university representative. Now, not all your queries will often be answered by the consultants, especially when they are course related, university resources related. So in such cases, you'll always be put through the university representatives and try to make best use of it. So sometimes what happens is like these consultants, they set up some webinars where these representatives come together representing their university, and you can always go talk to them, because if you still have not shortlisted your university, you're like a bit confused whether to apply to this university or not, you can always talk to them, get your queries clarified, and then that gives you a fair idea whether you should be going with this university or not. So do attend such webinars, do try to contact these university representatives. Also, we know that scholarships are yet another important entity when it comes to applying to any university, right? And that's the reason I said, if you can go and talk to these university representatives and attend these webinars, you can always get more idea on what all different scholarships they have, how to apply and when to apply. So I have this friend of mine who has done a very beautiful video on scholarships, on how he got the scholarship, you know, what all documents he submitted while filing the scholarship application. So please do check that out. I'll put the link in the description box below. Alright, that's it for today. I hope this video was really helpful and informative. I completely agree, this was not all of it. There could be more ideas and more suggestions, but I was just trying to emphasize on the key points. I'll see you on my next video. I'll be talking about the documents that are primarily required for filing your visa. So stay tuned, and till then, this is Ramya Arjun signing off.